I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on Mr.Taliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.
She averaged 16.5 points per game in her senior season. She led the Lady Vols to another Sweet 16 appearance. She was named by the AP SEC Player of the Year and also by the AP SEC First Team. She will finish her Lady Vol career with over 2,000 points, only the 5th Lady Vol to accomplish that feat. She is now drafted by the WNBA's New York Liberty. We have Meighan Simmons with us today. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing fantastic.
And when you hear those feats and those accomplishments and now you're in the WNBA, what do you feel?
I just feel accomplished. I definitely feel a very empowered woman to be able to do the things that I did, on the court as well as off the court, is getting a degree and being able to make my dreams come true at the pro level.
Now, guys, we know you wanted to hear about how draft night was for her and all of those things. We're going to actually wait and talk about that at the end of the interview. We want to actually get Meighan's take on some of the things that went on this season as her last season as a Lady Vol. Now, when you say you've accomplished a lot of things here, who do you most attribute that success to and those accomplishments?
Definitely my father. He was definitely very hard on me early on, from the age of 6 to, till now. He's still hard on me to this day. So I think he really just pushed me hard. He wanted me to be successful. He knew that I had a gift, and he wanted me to just use my gift as much as I could in the best way possible. And if I had a dream, to always keep my mind on it and continue to work hard.
Was it, let's go get shots up in the gym? You had a court at your house, or what? And just a lot of practice?
A lot of practice, getting in random high school gyms, practicing with a lot of older girls, and I have 4 brothers, so being outside, on the go, playing barefoot, in the street and everything, things like that is what really, motivated me to continue to play basketball.
And your brothers, was it competing against them one-on-one, or were they hard on you?
We would play 21, or we would play one-on-one as much as we could, but my brothers really pushed me. I mean, they were very physical with me, so it kind of helped me build that physicality in my game today.
Now, you had a lot of things go on during your 4 years as a Lady Vol. When Pat Summit, obviously the one who recruited you here and got you here, when you found out she wouldn't be the head coach of the Vols anymore and Coach Warlick was going to take over, how impactful was that on you as a player and as a person?
I mean, in a situation like that, you expect, to play with a coach for 4 years. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting anything too difficult. I knew at any point in time anything could happen. And when she stepped down, it was very emotional for me because she was my rock. She was more than anything, any and everything to me. She was like my second mom. And to lose her is very emotional. But she always told me that if anything happened, that I was going to continue to play hard and continue to give my 110% for the Lady Vol family. And I think that's what I could continue to do. And I just use that as a motivation to take my game to the next level.
Do you see any similar styles between her and Coach Warlick?
I think Pat was a little bit more of a go-getter type. Holly, she's not too relaxed, but she has that because she was a player under Pat. She's able to, how can I say it, agree with us a little bit more on how we feel, how our bodies feel, where our minds are. And I think that's the biggest difference, is just from the player's perspective, and then Pat just, being able to just be a coach as well.
Now, you've been one of the top players and one of the top names on campus for a little while now. Does that add pressure? How is that?
I mean, it's very humbling. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a very cocky person, but I can be very confident in myself, and I think it's just a matter of just remaining humble and never taking anything for granted. I mean, I could be a big name, people can say I'm a superstar, I can say whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm just a normal human being who just happens to be good at basketball.
Now, you spoke a little bit about being so humble. You're one of the most humble people I've seen off the court. Even doing this interview with us today is very humbling. How are you able to maintain that, though? It's hard. You got to be hard being so known and so respected around the SEC and the college community. How hard is that?
I mean, for me, the kind of person I am, I love people. And I don't shy away from anybody who is grateful for my gift and grateful for the person that I am. So it can be difficult at times because sometimes, when you do well, you want everybody to know. But at the same time, not everybody should know what you're doing because not many people will accept that. And I think it's just that part right there allows me to continue to keep myself humble and to continue to work hard and make people, not more people to talk about me, but make people realize that I do have a gift and respect the gift and not just me as a person.
Okay, now we spoke to your level of humility. Now, this passion is another trait that you're known for. Where does this come from, this passion that you have for the game of basketball?
I think, starting at a young age, you try to find, what sport you want to play. You want to find some things that you're going to love later on in life. And basketball was just one of those things. And I just love being physical. I love the intensity of the game. I love the adrenaline that I get before a game. And I think that builds that passion, that adrenaline, and knowing that I can be great at the game of basketball. I want to be even greater. You see what I'm saying? So it can be hard at times sometimes to not be so passionate, but I just love being passionate. It shows people that I'm using the gift to the best of my ability and not taking it for granted.
Now, a question people want to know: are you this passionate off the court? Is it competitive when you're going to get something to eat or running? Is it this passionate off the court as well?
When it comes to other things like bowling or if it's another sport, it can be very competitive. But when it comes to deciding to eat and things like that, no, I just make a decision and go with it.
I would not be the one bowling against you or playing against you in any sports. Now, let's talk about the Lady Vols in your season you had. When they decided to move you to the two-guard position, was that something you were willing to do, or did you at first have a couple thoughts about it, or second concerns?
Point guard position is not it's not my forte. But the two guard is something that I played all through high school. It was a position that I played in AAU basketball. But when they moved me to the two, I could take a deep breath. I was able to go back to my forte. And when Pat moved me back, and when Holly, kind of made that adjustment to let the ball come through me, it was a little bit easier for me. And I was very, very happy with that. I was happy with the adjustment. So I was really, really excited about being moved back to the two.
And you're speaking to your natural ability to score. How natural is scoring for you?
It can be. I wouldn't say it's really natural, but it is a gift that I have, is to have the ability to score, to use my speed to my advantage. But it's hard work. Because you have some defenders who are all up in your grill and they're trying to make sure that you don't score. But it's just something that pushes me even harder to work 10 times harder just to be able to put the ball in the basket.
If one possession you come down and you might miss a shot or make a bad play, how confident the next play down that you're going to make the right play and make a shot?
Well, in that moment, if I miss a shot, I'm going to get frustrated. Because if it's a shot that I normally hit, it's something that I'm really going to be frustrated about. So I may lose my confidence a little bit for the next play, but then at the same time, I know I have to move on and I have to just continue to play and let the game come to me.
Now, we're going to ask you on an NBA or WNBA level, who does your game resemble to you?
I would definitely say Kobe Bryant. I would, because of his scoring ability and just being able to have that, just the tenacious attitude, a very passionate attitude of getting the ball in the basket and finding ways to score. So that's who I definitely would compare my game to.
Well, I guess we can all see that coming with the passion that you both present on the court. Have you had anybody reach out on the NBA or WNBA level and tell you to keep going?
Tamika Catchings. She has definitely been an asset to me and taken me under her wing and has really motivated me to continue working hard. When I did get drafted, she told me to go out there and work as hard as I can, make the team and make her proud and make the Tennessee Lady Ball family proud as well. Have you had any time to reflect on the season? I have. It's a lot to grasp. It's a lot to think that the season is over and my time at the University of Tennessee is coming to an end. But I've enjoyed the journey as long as I've been here.
Now, you did go out with a bang. You had a brilliant last game in Sweet 16. Was it self-satisfying knowing you went out with a bang and scored those points that you did and almost led your team to a victory?
I was never satisfied. I'm just the kind of person that you can never be. I never wanted to be content with where I was at. I always wanted to continue to work even harder because I don't think I've reached my fullest potential yet. I still haven't, and I still got a lot of work to do, and hopefully taking it to the next level, I'll be able to do that.
Now, what is the state of the Lady Vols with losing you, obviously being one of the emotional leaders and scoring leaders and playmakers on the court? What's the state of the Lady Vols next season going forward?
I think they're going to have a good team. I think the mentality is to work 10 times harder to learn from the lessons that we've that we've had in the last game and the years before. And always just to remain close. I mean, for them, this year we were so close. We were so much closer than any other year that I've been here. But next year they're going to have more freshmen coming in, so they're going to need to help them get into the flow early. So then by the time preseason comes, everything else will fall into place. But I think they have a good chance of going really far next year.
And you'll still be around, right?
I'll still be around as long as, if I'm overseas, then maybe not. But other than that, yeah, I would definitely be around.
Now, what will you miss most about being a volunteer in a Lady Vol?
Tradition. Definitely tradition. Somewhat being spoiled when we travel. And just being well taken care of. And what they do for us as women and not just as basketball players. I mean, they helped us so much off the floor with academics and building our character and getting us out in the community and showing everybody, their dreams do come true. And just being able to build our brand, as a woman, especially when you want to go to the next level.
Was tradition a role that played a factor when you decided to come to UT? Or?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I definitely wanted to go to a school that was very welcoming, that was somewhat in a homely fashion. Everybody was a family, and this team, when I came on my visit, was definitely a family, and it's something that I definitely wanted.
Meighan, out of all the moments you had at Tennessee, what was your biggest moment?
I would definitely say winning the regular season and SEC championship my freshman year. Because as a freshman, you don't expect to come in and just play as much as I did. And with Pat believing in me as much as she did, it built that extra confidence in me. And just for us to win those championships, it just built my fire a little bit more because I was more hungry. I wanted more, and just that at that time was an amazing feeling.
Well, I don't want to project things or anything like that, but in the future, after your career is over in basketball, is there any chance we might get a Meighan Simmons coaching? Is that possible?
Yeah, there's a possibility. I mean, I love, kids. I love the game of basketball, and it's something that I really want to do later on, and being able to motivate people as much as other people have motivated me to continue to play the game of basketball and keep women's basketball alive. Don't let it die out, because there's so many women out there who want to achieve their goals, and I think basketball is a good way to do it.
Now, I believe it was Texas A&M. We've seen you nay. We've seen you do a lot of dances since you've been on campus. What is going to be Meighan Simmons' top dance that she does in the future, or the top dance right now for you?
That would be the nay.
The nay.
It definitely would be. And I really don't even know. I think it was just early in the season where Izzy was supposed to be in the middle. And she's just like, it's not me. And I'm not the kind of person to be that way. But at that time, like you said, I'm so passionate. And at that moment, I felt like, that'd be a new thing to get everybody pumped up and bring that passion as well.
If you haven't seen this dance, you might want to go see it. It was pretty passionate. Now we're going to talk about the future for Meighan Simmons. The WNBA draft. Can you explain that experience for us a little bit, the whole weekend leading up to the draft?
It was, I can't even describe it to you. It was so informative. There were so many different things that I didn't know about the WNBA itself. Because as a little girl, you just had this dream about getting there. And when you figure out the ins and outs of the WNBA, the business side, the benefits, and things like that, it opens your eyes a lot more. And it was we had a couple of motivational speakers that came in. It was very empowering for so many people to come in and speak to us and tell us, as long as you continue to be you and be confident in you, you'll be successful in the WNBA business. Not just in basketball, but as a woman off the floor with the community service that they do as well. So it was an amazing experience.
Did you look at draft boards much going into the draft? Is that something you want to stay away from, seeing the projections of where you'll go?
I really didn't pay attention to it. I mean, I just felt, at that moment, I was just happy to be invited. I mean, that could be anybody's dream, is to be there. And I didn't expect the worst. I didn't expect the best. All I expected was what God's plan was. And I could just, left it in His hands and let Him control that, because I couldn't control that.
Meighan, what are the New York Liberty getting? What are they getting out of you?
My scoring ability, my passion, a lot of energy. I'm an energy bunny, so at any point in time, I could just pop off and score, and some people may not even expect it. and just adding the extra scoring ability with along with Capricorn Dexter and Kamiko, who used to be my former teammate. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what Coach Lambier has expected from me.
Have you had a chance to talk to Kamiko? With you guys being former teammates, have you had a chance to communicate with her at all?
Just for a little bit. Not too much about the team, but just getting prepared, and that was really, really it.
I'm pretty sure Tina Charles being in the middle now, that kind of brightens you up knowing that you have somebody that can get you the ball and maybe open it up for you.
Yeah, I mean, and not just Tina Charles, but Nikki and Asiki will be playing as well. So I'm really excited to be playing with such amazing veterans and playing with people I look up to. So I'm really excited.
Meighan, do you have any last words you want to say to Vol fans? We know you're on short for time. You have to get out of here. You want to tell anything to the Vol fans out there?
Vol fans, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everything that y'all have done for me. I just want to go out there and continue to make y'all proud. I definitely will be back to come visit y'all. Hopefully I'll be a coach here, at Tennessee. So thank you guys for everything.
There you have it, guys. New York Liberty guard, former Lady Vol great, Meighan Simmons. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@Mr.Taliaferro.com. Again, that's booking@Mr.Taliaferro.com.